back to the podcast. It's your girl Shelly Nicole with the Remedy Podcast. Hope everybody had a great week. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I can't believe it's already Monday again. Time is flying by. But nonetheless, welcome. Welcome to the Her 30 journey. In this episode, we're talking about the weight of turning 30, the expectations, the pressure, and the questions that we never even asked for women of color and just for women in general as well. It's more than just a birthday. It's a moment, it's a milestone, it is a transition, it is the new, it is something that can be kind of scary at first, but we've learned to embrace it as the time has gone on. So in this episode, we just unpack the weight of 30. This is episode 1. There may be 12, but I'm not sure. Maybe less than that. Who knows? Nonetheless, in this episode, we unpack the weight of 30 and what it comes with. What does it mean? And is it just the weight of 30 or is it the gift of 30? Who knows? I had the opportunity of having my two great friends, Grace and Catherine, to be here on this episode. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. I don't know what the hell happened. Nonetheless, tune in. Here it is.
Do we have to talk slow?
You don't have to. All right, so now we're recording. We don't have to talk slow, but if y'all had like a deep accent, I'd be like, all right, slow down. Okay.
We have no accents here.
At all. All right, guys, so welcome to my new series. I love you guys for joining. Oh shit, I thought I left the thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So the first question, right? So 30. How has this been for you so far? How has 30 been? I know so many people say, like, oh my God, you're still young. You have so many years to live. And yeah, it's true that we do, but how has 30 been so far for you guys?
I feel like this is the most vulnerable state of my life, being 30. Learning things, unlearning things. I feel more confident at this age more than ever. I feel like in my 20s, I was very insecure, feeling pressure. Now I do things on my own terms. So, yeah, that's how I feel at the moment.
I feel like for me, 30s was my like transformative year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the vulnerable version of me was in my 20s. Like now it's like, this is me, this is who I am. I know what I want, I know what I don't want, I know what I'll deal with, I know what I won't deal with. But it's like kind of like relearning yourself all over again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like stepping into a whole new person at 30. And your mind shifts, your priority shifts. The things you thought you wanted, you no longer want. The things you thought were serving you no longer serve you. And you kind of step into your like, I give zero stage. And we're not doing that. Like, I don't like that.
It's like starting over, to be honest. It's really starting over.
It's a transformation. It's like the transformation of your life. It's like, no.
It's definitely, I know like for 29, I think I felt it mostly when I was turning 29. That's when I felt it the most. And then I was fighting it for like the first, I want to say 2 years. So like 30, 31, maybe 30, 31, 32. I was fighting the change. Like, what is this? Why do I feel this way? Or why am I even changing? Because there were certain things that I stopped okaying in every area. Relationships, friends, family, like certain things were just like, I don't like this anymore, but I feel like I should like it because that's still my friend, or that's still my family, or that's still me. Or that's how I thought I was supposed to be this whole entire time. And I just started seeing like a whole transformation for myself. Like, oh, this is a different woman that doesn't like these certain things anymore. And it was scary, but
it's so scary.
It was definitely eye-opening. Like, is this going to be a thing every decade? And then when I asked my mom that, she was like, yeah, every decade you're going to change. Every decade things are going to get different. But it was interesting to see that, like, I was no longer accepting a certain version of myself. I was pushing myself to change because you can't have the same mindset or keep doing the same things that you were doing before. Because decade was not going to allow it.
It's part of growth. You grow.
Right.
Yeah, you no longer want to be in certain rooms.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Regardless, whether you like it or not.
Right. So what's the one misassumption or misconception about turning 30 that everybody has said or you have heard people say? Because I know I hate when I hear people say, "Oh my God, you're 30." Yes.
Like, really? Are you already 30?
Yeah, like I'm 34, so now what?
Now,
Like, yes, I'm 34, so now what?
I was like, it was a kid thing. Like,
It gotta be.
Old. You're getting old.
Yeah.
When you're getting married, when you're getting the ring, I'm like, I'm not in a rush.
I feel like it's a combination. For me, it's a combination of the two.
Yeah.
The younger generation is like, "Oh my God, you're 30," and then you got the older generation that's like, "You still a baby."
Right.
Both of that irks me because it's
I don't
like,
get
damn.
still a baby. They're like, damn, you old. You don't look your age. I'd be like, every time, you don't look your age.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get that
I get that
That's a
all the time.
All the
That's a
time. Or
blessing.
maybe it's because we're Black and Hispanic women, and it's just like, we got that to us. So it's like it's within our DNA that we don't necessarily, because even when we look at our parents don't look.
My mom looks really young.
Yeah, my mom still looks like she could be in her 50s.
She looked like my sister, so.
Yeah, both my parents. Everybody thinks my dad's my brother. Everybody thinks my mom's my sister. So
I seen her dad in person, and I was just like, very young. That's all I said. I didn't say. Just said he's very young.
I love that for mom and dad.
Right? All right, so finish the sentence. In my 20s, I could blank, but forget that shit now.
forgive. Forgive with the intent to fix. I can mend. Let's say mend.
Mm-hmm.
In my 30s, I can forgive you, but I no longer want to be cordial.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I'm the same way.
In my 20s, it was like, oh my God, no, but we have such a long friendship, or we have history, or I love them. And
for real.
Mm-hmm.
Now is like, forgive you, God bless you, wish you the best, wish you well, don't speak to me. Thank you.
I used to really people please when I was in my 20s. Really was not trying to have any confrontation or argue with nobody. Like, I was just going with the flow, not having boundaries.
Right.
Yeah.
Not having boundaries, that was the issue. And it got me into a lot of shit. And now I'm like, this is what I want, this is what I'm not accepting. Now I know what I want and what I don't want. In friendships, with family, with relationships, with anything. I have more boundaries now.
Yeah, I would definitely say for my 20s, it was definitely both the forgive. Like I can forgive someone, but it's like after I forgive you, cool. That's it. I don't need to talk to you again. I mean, we don't have to be friends. We don't have to be cool. But I think for me in my 20s was people pleasing. I was very big on people pleasing everyone. I don't care if you were a friend, you were a family. Oh, what do you need me to do? Oh, I got it. I can do it. You're upset. Why you're upset? Like trying to figure out if I was the reason why you were upset or what was your reason for being upset. I was very much so that type, and I was like that since I was a kid. Same. But like again, that whole thing of like changing, going into 30 was like, Michelle, you don't need to appease anybody. What are you trying to get? I guess kudos or whatever it is. Why are you trying to fix everything? Don't be a fixer. Like help as much as you can, but you can't fix everybody. And I ain't doing that shit no more, please.
It's so draining to be that person.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to unlearn it because you do it for so many years. And like sometimes if you revert to doing that sometimes, like trying to center yourself and be like, okay, you know you're old, you know who you are. Try to focus on that.
Right.
I feel like it ties into perception too. I feel like in my 20s, I cared how people perceived me. I feel like now in my 30s, I'm so comfortable with who I am as a person, as an individual. Forget like the woman aspect. As a human being, I'm so comfortable in who I am that it's like why would I care how somebody perceives me? I'm not gonna try to go out of my way to change your perspective of me. your perspective is going to change just based off of who I am as a person. And I feel like that ties into the people pleasing aspect. Is like we do so much for others, or we did so much for others, expecting the same type of treatment in return, hoping they would see us for our value.
Right.
And it's like that's not how this works.
Right.
And I feel like it's like a light switch when you hit your 30s. Is like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
You get tired. You get fed up. You're done.
Absolutely.
Like you get drained. Eventually, you can't be running all the time on energy all the time.
And then I also noticed that, like, too, your aspect or your thinking process of how everything and how people are still stuck in their old ways, like especially when you're changing, it doesn't align with you anymore. Like, if this is what you're going to keep doing, and I see myself changing, and I'm trying to kind of help you to see what you could possibly do different and how we both can get to that point, because you my friend, or you my family member, or whatever, and they're just so reluctant or just so resistant from, no, why should we do that? I don't want to do that. I've noticed that a lot too when it comes to like what I was accepting in my 20s, or what I wanted to still keep certain people or certain things around, because I still wanted that, to hold on to it. And it was okay for me to say, you know what, let me let it go. Because it's obviously this is where they want to be in life, and this is where I'm trying to go in life. But you live and you learn. It is what it is.
That's part of life. You have to learn.
Right, exactly.
You make mistakes and learn from them and do better.
So how different is your actual life at 30 compared to the way you saw it in your 20s?
That's a good question.
So for me, I told you I was going to have y'all thinking. For me, at 25, I remember telling myself this at, junior year of high school? I told myself, by 25, I'm going to have 2 kids. I'm going to be married.
Same shit.
Kids. I'm going to be married. I'm going to have the white picket fence. I'm going to be in my career. I think at the time, I thought about going to be a dentist. I'm going to be in my career. And I'm just going to live the way that I was told it's supposed to go. And here I am at 34.
That sounds the same to me.
None of it. Not married, no kids. Thankful for the job that I have, but Jesus.
It's
ready for the new. Ready for the new.
It's a stressor, girl. Oh my God.
And completely in a different way or different light, I guess, of what I thought it was supposed to be. But like the saying goes, tell God your plans and make him laugh. I know God was hollering when I told him that at my junior year of high school. Like, yeah, this is going to go. He's like, yeah. Okay, sure.
I'm thinking now, I'm like, yo, are you crazy? Like, I was putting so much expectation.
So
much expectation and a deadline for everything at that age, 25. I guess it's the number for everybody. It's the age for everyone. 25, you want to get this, and that. Right. I want to get married. I wanted like 3 to 5 kids. I want to finish my degree and everything. It was a lot of things I wanted for myself, and I'm like, yo, it was a lot. Now I'm like, yo, just go with the flow. If it doesn't work out, you can try again. Because I felt like it was the end of the world if I don't have that at that point of time. I felt like it was just like, damn, I don't know what I'm gonna do after if I don't accomplish this at this certain deadline. And I released those thoughts and those expectations. I felt more at ease, more at peace. Because it's just a lot of, it could be from family, your environment, from your friends, like a lot of pressure. And I'm just like, yo, I don't need this pressure. It's not necessary. And we survive. At the end of the day, like, I'm just good, I'm happy, and I'm more at peace than ever. So
you felt pressure at that age?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You too, Shelly? Because I feel the pressure now.
I feel the pressure.
Me back then, I was different. My perspective is different. Me back then, I wasn't worried about that. Did I want to do the relationship thing and get married and have like my person? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But was I thinking, I need to be married by this age? No. I was thinking I need $1 million by this age. Like my
The
perspective is
money too.
different, and
Yeah.
it's something my mom instilled in me because I am the only one who didn't have a child very young. I'm also the only one who hasn't been married yet. So with having the upbringing I had, both my parents really instilled in me, like, live your life, have fun, travel. That's gonna come later in life. Like, don't get married early, don't have kids early. So I kind of had a different perspective on, like, if it happens, it happens. Of course, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be happy. Like, I'm gonna be a phenomenal mom. But that wasn't my focus. I didn't have a timeline, a deadline. It wasn't until I hit 30 that I was like, oh, wait a minute. I actually have a clock. Like, I gotta hold
I can do this
on.
now.
I didn't meet my person yet, and I'm getting older. This is crazy. So it was a little opposite for me. I think me now, I'm like, is this in my card? Shelly, you know I say this all the time. I'd be like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen to me. It's all right though. I joke about it a lot. I mean, and you guys know the backstory of that. But it's different. Me at my 20s, I was thinking, like, really, like, when I was in high school, I was doing music. I was focused on that. I wanted to be in the mix, in the scene. I wanted to focus on that. So husband and kids wasn't in my mind frame. It was really like a career and success and financial freedom. And I think I kind of always still had that in my mind. Even as I went through my 20s, it was like, all right, I need financial freedom, but it might not be in this route. So now I gotta, I gotta lock in somewhere else. So but for me, it's different. I feel that pressure now than I did before. Before it was like, what? Huh? Who? A husband? What? A baby?
No, I'm just a lover girl. I was like, I wanted.
Yeah, me too.
No, I've always been a lover girl, but not in that sense of, like, all right, I
I
need to
wanted
be
my
married at
money
this
though. I
age.
won't lie to you. I will always want my money.
You
Definitely a lover girl, but
I think
it just was different.
The pressure. I think I was just putting more pressure on myself.
Yeah, on myself.
Because I felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I also wanted to do something different from what because my mom had me at 33. Then she had my brother at 34. So it was just like, okay, I gotta kind of do it around. In my head, I don't know why I thought this, but I have to do it around the same age that she had it. That way, But I also have to understand where I was in life and where my mother was in life. 2 different decades, 2 different times of the year, the time of the world, and 2 different situations. My mom was a registered nurse. She was making the money that she was making to have, the family that she wanted, as well as my father being in the post office and making the money he was making. So it was just like, it was different. They had each other. They were dating for years, and then they ended up, getting married and the whole bit. So for me, having, I think, we're going to get into that, but just even in that last relationship that I was in, that was 2 years, like a 2-year, almost 3-year relationship. I thought, okay, this is the person I'm going to be with. And then it was just like, no, that wasn't it. So I had to start over again, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, so what is the one thing that the older generation doesn't understand now about being 30 that they still feel is relevant today?
The financial state of the world, the cost of living.
Finances, hello. They're like,
and it's the older generation. I don't think it's like both my parents are in their 50s. I don't feel like it's them. I feel like it's a little bit older.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because they both know, like, it's real expensive. But like my grandparents and those of the eldest generation, they don't understand it because they didn't have a salary, but they didn't take into account, like, they didn't have a salary like we do. Like, by the grace of God, we all have really good jobs, right?
Yeah.
Is it enough to financially sustain on your own, though? Nope. Not in this society.
No.
So I don't think they take that into account. Also, as the only one that's single in this group, they don't take into account that the dating pool has shit in it.
whole lot.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
A whole lot of piss.
They change
and shit.
completely. So they judge you for dating this person, that person, getting to know this person. They're like, what are you doing?
You're trying to figure it out.
The whole time, those was the decent ones.
Look.
It's all of us making the same face. They were. they don't understand, but they don't understand that. And I think because, like you said, because your parents are in their 50s, you said, Amanda. Catherine, how old is your mom and dad?
She's 56. My dad passed away in 2019.
Oh, I forgot. Wait, did you tell me this?
I don't think so.
You did?
I don't think I did.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry. I thought he was around, but yeah, I feel like because my father will be 70 next year.
Okay.
In February. So I do definitely feel like my mom is in 69, 68. One of them.
Grown.
So they just don't, it's there because of what they see on the news. But when they really see it, like I think one time me and my brother actually had my mother and my mom and dad just like sit there and we were on the computer showing them. Like, do you not understand this is what they want at this exact moment? And when she looked at it, she was like, that's for a 1-bedroom? I said, yeah. She was like, in this neighborhood? I said, yeah. And no parking, no laundry, no. I'm paying for just
a shoebox
here, a shoebox.
Yeah, literally.
With no amenities.
Nothing.
And a jail cell shower. I'm sorry. Y'all know I live in
those new apartments?
I'm gonna go wolf.
And those new apartments
are the worst.
Please, they are
made out of paper.
Right, literally.
Put together with some spit and a damn piece of paper. That's it. Like, be for real. And they got nerves to sit here and charge people $4,000 or $5,000 for this apartment. For it to only, the ceiling to leak in a few minutes?
No heat, no hot water, roach infested. Lord, I will keep going. I will keep going. I flipped on a broker the other day.
And that's why people go other places to survive somehow. Like, New York is not easy to live in, and people need to understand.
They are trying to make, I think, this city into a billionaire city because it's not. They are pushing everybody out. Everyone is going up. I think like the only most affordable or the most affordable at this point is the Bronx, and that's almost starting to phase out very quickly because that still pisses me off every time I hear that. Bro.
Listen, nobody in the Bronx is saying that.
Yeah, at all. Like, what are you talking about? Bro. And you live in the South Bronx.
Right. Yeah, did that with Brooklyn. It's not happening over here
at all. Please don't.
Well, I'm in Westchester now, so let me stop talking. I'm at Westchester.
So why do you guys think society places so much weight on women of color? Or do you think it's women in general who are turning 30? Do you think there is a difference between us and our, I guess, Caucasus Mountain individuals? Or is it kind of the same for women in general turning 30?
I mean, it depends on the dynamic, to be honest, because you can be Caucasian and still be from the same areas we are, still have been raised by a single parent or, a struggling household. It depends on that dynamic because you could be Caucasian and have been raised in a very financially stable, wealthy, makes more than middle class household. So you're given different opportunities. So it's kind of circumstantial because although I grew up in a, middle class, if you will, with a single parent, I was still given those same opportunities as what you make with them. I still went to the same university with those individuals, and I still got scholarships right amongst those individuals. It was different for me because I came from kind of like both worlds. So, I mean, it all depends on the dynamic. It's like, were you given everything or did you have to work for everything? And I think women in general in our society, we realize that we have to work 2 times harder. 2 times harder now if you're separating it based on minorities or based off cultural background, we had to work 2 times harder to get into the same rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas others were given those opportunities because of where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's add the fact that we had to work another 2 times harder because we're women in general.
Right.
So it's circumstantial. I
It's
think
person by
it's
person,
just
I feel.
Mm-hmm.
it's circumstantial,
Yeah.
in all honesty.
I think in certain areas, I think like what you said, certain areas of life that it's still the pressure is on everybody as a woman. So I think like when it comes to the whole getting married and having kids aspect, I think that is something that we all have to deal with. No matter if you're Black, white, Spanish, don't matter. We all have to deal with that. At some point, if we have family members and parents who are up there in age, they kind of want, okay, so when am I having grandkids? Like, when is that happening? The pressure to like have the actual career, I feel like, I don't know. I think it's kind of, like you said, I think we have to just work 10 times harder. Not even 10 times harder to make sure we get into the same room and we are able to get the promotions and the pay that a Caucasian woman will get, that she'll be seen and will be seen just like she will be. And that we don't, just because of our background or because of how we were raised, that we will still get that same equal moment in a corporate field or in where we work, just anywhere, honestly. But I do think honestly that society puts pressure on all of us because they make it seem like we're supposed to be at this point now at 34, at 31, at 32. We're supposed to be like there already. And you're getting closer to 40, so it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, the world is changing. I feel like with the climate we have right now, it's hard. I feel like we have leaders that don't fight for us either, and the economy is getting worse, and we're stuck in a space that is like, what do you do in this type of environment now? It's only the first year.
We ain't even made it a year yet.
That's a big factor. People will be like, it's not a big deal. Nothing's changed. A lot of things change.
Yeah.
And you think that man respects women and their rights and what they want and being leveled up in corporate America and all these other things? I don't think so. It makes it way harder now in 2025.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna piggyback off of that if you don't mind.
Okay.
Now, if we're looking at it in that perspective, right? You don't want us working. You want us at home having babies and taking care of households. Why is our healthcare so expensive? Why are we getting the healthcare that we need for free to have said babies? Now I'm going to open up another can of worms. All of the things that they have put in our food, all of the things they have put in our air, all of the chemicals we've been subjected to is the reason why that's the biggest contributor to the birth rates dropping. Not only is it just women saying, absolutely not, I don't want that for me. I don't want to have to be stuck with this on my own as a single parent because, the men could just,
right? Whenever they feel like it.
But they're not doing much to fix the outside of the economy of the world so that we could have healthy babies and healthy pregnancies and less, fertility issues and stuff like that. And ain't none of this stuff free. So I'm just saying, if anybody watching this, you want us to have babies and stuff, you make the fertility stuff a little cheaper or free.
Just but and doing kind of what some of the other countries do, even maternity leave. Why is maternity leave for us only 3 months?
3 months. There's places there a year.
Yeah, a whole year for you to be with your child and to bond and to watch them grow and to take care of the household and doing things like that. Why is that not a thing? Why is it that in this country we feel the need to, all right, you done? All right, cool, let's go. We need you back in. Like, no, you don't. For me to what, get crumbs? And you still don't want to sit here and pay me what it is that I'm worth because you just don't want to. It's not a matter of, oh, well, we don't have it. No, you have it. You just don't want to give it. Right. So, but like you said too, the food, I've never seen so many things being recalled. Like there, every time, every week, there's a recall on this, there's a recall on that. What was it? Just Chobani had a recall?
Yeah, for the
They're
plastic they
putting
use.
they're putting it out there. Like it's labeled on our food. Like I can go get something right now and show you. It literally says bioengineered, right? Can cause fertility issues,
Mm-hmm.
cancer causing.
A
On the
lot
packaging,
of
on the
fake
labeling,
news
like
too.
they're putting it out there. Like you want birth rates to rise, you want to have more kids, you want to be, why is this in our food?
But
It's gonna keep declining. We keep
it is.
this way. It's gonna keep declining.
It's gonna
It's
keep
not gonna improve whatsoever.
And I think also when we just see when we see, I guess to skip down to the other questions, when we see other women that are older than us, like especially women in the industry, like if you look at Rihanna, she just had baby number 3, and she's up in her 30s. And who else just had a baby? I think she's in her Ashanti in her 40s, just had a baby, and it's just like.
And Nicki Minaj, she had it late too in her 30s.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj had her late too. Cardi is close to our age, so she's right there. But you just see more women in the older, from 35 and up, just getting their health right, getting their money right, getting the right guy, the right man to make sure that they have what it is they want, and to make sure that they're not just doing it just because they feel the pressure of family and friends and society to tell you, okay, when are you doing it now? So I think that's a good thing. So do you feel 30 carries a different pressure for Black and Hispanic women compared to others?
I can't speak on somebody that I'm not. I can't speak from somebody else's perspective, but from my perspective, I just feel like it's women in general. It's women in general. And if you take the whole Ashanti, Rihanna, all these women having children later on in life, the way I see it is they weren't waiting for the right time. They were waiting for the right person.
Yeah.
And that is the most significant. Because it's like, I don't doubt that any one of us can do it on our own and be phenomenal. And, blood, sweat, and tears, be great parents.
Right.
But nobody wants to do it alone.
Nobody. No matter what.
So it's like,
no matter what you say about, oh, I could do this by myself, you want to have somebody there to help you.
Absolutely. So I think it's more so the pressure is there regardless of how you look at it. It's there. Whether you perceive it as, all right, the pressure to be successful, the pressure to be married, or the pressure to be a parent, have a baby.
Right.
It's going to be some type of pressure there.
And all together, all the 3 topics you just mentioned, all together, all at once.
Yeah, I don't know. When I had put this question up there, I was just like, you really can't. I don't know. Maybe for me, I couldn't really think of anything, like you said, because I'm not a white woman. I don't know like what they go through. But if I look at from just girls who I went to high school with and where they are now, I think just, and this could probably be another topic, but I feel like with Black and Hispanic women, we have been pushed to make that happen, or we just see it happen way more in our community. Whereas for them, from what I've seen, just from little conversations that I've had, a lot of them were career driven first. They went for the money, they went for the career. And for us, it was like, it's there, like do it, like have your career, but you're getting older. Make sure you have these, like reminding, keep time.
Clock is ticking.
Clock is ticking. And it's like when I had asked, this was a while ago, when I had asked them, like, do you ever feel pressure? I was probably in my late 20s. I was like, no. One girl I went to high school with, she's like, no. They don't talk about it. My parents don't talk about it. They don't say anything. But I do feel like, because we hear it more, maybe they don't hear it at all, or maybe they just hear it very less, or just they see what's going on. We possibly hear it more so than they do. What happened?
From my perspective and what I've seen, having been in those same rooms, Caribbean, Black, Latin, Afro-Caribbean, we were raised to be caretakers, to raise, to have children, to take care of households.
From young, from you,
looking from the outside in, the others, it doesn't give off that perception, in my opinion. I've never seen that. So I think that's where a lot of the pressure might come from. Because it's like, I can't remember when I started washing clothes. That's how young I was. I can't remember when I started washing dishes. When I started cooking, I must have literally been at like 9 or 10 cooking dinner, like chopping it up. Like, and it's normal for us.
Right.
But when you look at it now as an adult, as a woman in your 30s, you were literally being prepped.
Right.
How to take care of yourself, your home, your children, your spouse. So I don't think they do that, in my opinion.
Lucky
Lucky them. But I think it's also
up was like that. Like, even when seeing how my grandmother was raised, she took care of all her siblings. They were all boys. And she literally had to leave school and make sure they had food on the table, the uniform was clean, they do their homework. Her mom was working, my great grandmother was working all the time in the city. She was barely there. So it was just her in a house full of boys. She had to do that. And she left school like 13, 14. She was young and never went back to school at all. Same thing, like they did the pressure with my mom too. The only thing is, my mom thought she couldn't have kids. But she was taught the same way, raised the same way with my uncles. She will go to school. After school, she will come, do her homework, wash dishes, cook, clean their uniform. They would not do anything. The men would not do anything. They weren't taught to do anything.
And I think that's big. That's big in Latin, Hispanic, Afro-Caribbean households.
That's how
I had this conversation earlier today with a 40, I think he's like 40, he's in his 40s or his 50s. And he openly said it, like, I had nothing but women in my family. I never knew, I never had to pick up a fork, a spoon, learn how to make rice. He's like, my son is 21 and he's cooking and I don't know how to cook. Like, that's embarrassing. And I'm like, that's because you're a Latino man. And it's like, that's a whole nother episode within itself, because that could go on for days. But that's one generational thing that stops right here. Okay?
Yeah. But I do see that now too, that there are more men, since we're like kind of sort of pivoting into that conversation. I do see that more men now in their 20s, 30s, early 30s, 20s, late 20s, they're cooking and they're learning to take care, or regardless if they were taught or not, they're seeing that they have to. And I think that's because we, as the 30-year-old women that we are, have said it multiple times. You're going to have to learn how to do something as well. Like, we're not accepting, we're not accepting us having to work the 9 to 5, come home, cook, clean, take it. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. You did the 9 to 5 just as much as I did. And you're going to do some work around this house just as much as I'm going to do some work. If you want me to take care of that house, then let me quit and take care of the house and let that be my own job. But I do feel like a lot of men now, at least the guys that I have dated prior, even now, just being in a relationship, he cooks a lot. I don't like to cook, but I do cook. I just don't like to. But he does more cooking than I do, and I'm fine with it. The guy that I had dated,
I love that.
Yeah, the prior to him, he cooked a lot as well. So it was just like, I think, a lot more men are starting to see that they have to also be bring something more to the table, just besides, you know, what you have in your pants and
Literally.
your face. But anyway, how was your confidence, your beauty, and your self-worth, how has that shifted now that you're in your 30s compared to how you were in your 20s? I know for me, I was very insecure.
Oh, yes.
I didn't start gaining weight. I was very skinny. I was very, very skinny. And you know, now that I can't get the weight off, kind of miss that. I was very skinny and I could not gain weight worth nothing. I was like thin. I was like a size 4 for a long time. And then 27 came. I got on the Depo-Provera shot, and that helped me.
Oh, I did that.
I hated that damn thing.
That's it.
No, please don't
real bad.
get that damn Depo. Do not get that Depo. If you had any type of birth control, just don't do that one. And that helped me to gain some weight. And then now, being 30, I was just like, 30, 34, the weight comes off harder than it used to. Like, instead of doing 20 minutes of cardio, I got to do 30, sometimes 35, and really push myself to get some of this weight off. But I was very insecure. I was very like, oh my God, I'm so skinny, or I don't think anybody would really want to. Everybody just looks at me from my face. No one likes how I look from the neck down. And then I also contributed that transparent moment. I contributed that to why I was always getting cheated on, because I was never who the guys really wanted. Because when I looked at the girls that they had cheated on me with, it was just like, well, I don't look like them, so that must be who you want if that's how, you know, that's who you're cheating on me with. So I didn't see it. I didn't really embrace my hair as much as y'all can see now. Like, I don't give a damn. I didn't really embrace myself. Now I think it was just me being able to love myself, whether I'm in top tier shape. When I finally got myself into the gym and I was really going hard, like right before I turned 30, I was going hard in the gym. Or if I look how I look now, where it's not, or the weight is not coming off like how I wanted to, but knowing that I can take those steps to change it like I did before, it's just more work I have to do. So I think when you get into 30, like we said earlier, you start to see yourself, this is me. And regardless, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with who God has made you to be. It's nothing wrong with God shifting your perspective and shifting you to change it. But the confidence level, baby, you can't talk to me about nothing. I look good whether it's whether I look like this, no lashes, hair regular curly, I'll put that shit on and you still can't tell me nothing. I'll come to work looking like this, or I come to work looking all the way to, bitch, are you going out? No. I just look how I look. What you mean? People show it too, right? Like, it shows within how you carry yourself, the way you walk, the way you just, your head is up, your back is like, you're standing up straight. I think that took me a while to get to, but I want to say like 33, 34 is when I was just like, man, fuck this shit. I look good regardless of what the fuck happened. I don't care.
I started loving myself really late in life.
Yeah.
I developed really early in age, so it was always a lustful thing. I feel like when it comes to men, they see titties, they see ass, and it's all. I was like, is this what I am? Just the body? I feel like that for years. I didn't feel like there was no depth when it came to men because they only saw one thing about me. And then on the other side, like being Dominican and, you know, when you're a certain weight, I had a weight. My weight always went up and down my whole life, up and down. They used to judge about that too. My family used to be like, why? Like, just give me diet tips at a young age. I used to have be on Slim Fast at 12. Like,
you was on what?
Slim Fast. Slim Fast. I was really
12?
No, not at 12. I think I was like 10 years old.
Oh,
so that brought insecurities. I had so much insecurities because I was like, yo, I never felt enough. ever, because I'm like, I'm always big. I always had the big boobs out of my whole family. I always had the butt. I always had the body, and I just felt fat. Like around my family, my mom has always been a petite woman. I'm
Mm-hmm.
more voluptuous than her, and I always get compared. I was always getting compared to this person, that person, this person. So in that situation, that's like it's normal to get some insecurity from it. And it took me years. I'm still working on it till this day, but it's way better than before. Like I used to really nitpick every single thing. How my boobs look, how my butt look, how my belly look. I didn't like taking pictures. Like I hated taking pictures. And being around my family in DR, I did not feel like confident ever. But all they did was just look at my weight and not care about who I am as a person. You understand? So it did take a long time. Even like in my 30s, this is the most confident I felt. This time I'm like, yo, I'm really tired of putting these, like, I had so much weight my whole 20s, like, thinking about all these things, thinking about what my mom think, what my family think, what my exes think, or what my friends think. And I'm just like, yo, I'm so fucking tired of it. And I'm just like, one day I just chose, I was like, fuck everybody, fuck the society, fuck everybody. And I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do and feel confident in whatever clothes I wear, what shape I am without makeup. I used to wear makeup all the time, every day. And I stopped. I wear my curly hair more, no makeup on my face, and I feel so beautiful. I take care of my skin. I make sure I try to balance myself when it comes to eating, and I try the best I can. I can't be perfect. I'm perfect for me,
Right.
not for anybody else, and that's it.
Right.
So I love being 30. I really do. I wouldn't go back to being 20 at all.
Tell
But I was
you.
a very insecure Catherine. I'll tell you that right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very proud of myself.
Period.
Yeah. I definitely had the same perspective as you, Shelly. I, growing up, I was the fat one at all the cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I hit like 18, 19, 20, 21, Depo made me lose the weight.
Oh, really?
So I was skin and bones.
Really?
Like
Oh.
my head looked too big for my body.
We had the
Seriously,
Ozempic.
I'm gonna show you guys a picture. Transparency
Ozempic.
moment. I'm gonna show y'all a picture. And Shelly, I
You
think
like
you've
the
seen this picture
Ozempic?
before. But
Oh my
it
God, we
was
should show pictures. Catherine, you got a
it
picture?
was really bad.
I got
Oh
pictures.
my
Hold
God.
on.
Let me see. Yeah.
And so for me, losing the weight, it was like, oh, I had a level of confidence. But then I realized how much weight I lost. And I was like, oh my God, like I look like a ghost. Like, where's the rest of me? And then it was the same aspect. And like, all right, nobody was faithful. And the
Mm-hmm.
girls was thick. And it was like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Like, all my life, I was a little thicker. And y'all made fun of me as a kid
Right.
about it. Now I lose the weight and thick is in.
Right.
And I'm not fat. So
Right.
it's a lot
Like
of,
it's like, so which one is it?
yeah, so it was a lot of that. I feel like for me, my confidence really came in my late 20s. Like the confidence was always there. Like I faked it like I was making it. You gotta fake it like you make it.
Yeah, I
Like
think
ain't
it's
nobody gonna see me sweat, but
it all the time.
who's sweating.
That's a fact.
So it's like I was still, I was real cute. But in the inside, I was like, damn, like I want to be thicker now. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, and I feel like society plays a major, major role in it. But I
Mm-hmm.
also always
Oh, she froze.
I think so.
I thought I
I was
froze.
like, what? Waiting for the drop. Like, what happened? But like she was saying, I don't know if she can hear us. Amanda, you froze. If just in case.
Amanda, you frozen.
Probably somebody called her. I don't know.
Probably.
But yeah, like I used to really think, and even like just society itself. She'll come back. Society itself has like, I think that definitely played a role because
Yeah.
society made us feel like we were not even society. I think like men just really played that role of
Oh
like,
yes.
you don't look like this, you don't look like that. We don't know what happened, girl. You just stopped.
I don't know. It just said I lost
Connection.
connection. Yeah. So when I said skin and bones, like
Oh, you was skinny.
I was skin and bones. Like, that's a double zero.
Double zero.
Yeah, it was real bad. And it's like, oh, the
I was
confidence. I
skinny
was so
myself
excited.
right here. I
Wow.
was
Oh
fat.
my God. You was slim thick,
You
girl.
was slim thick, right?
Cause you, girl, you and you probably thought you was fat back then, right?
Right. That's a
Get
thing.
out of here. That's
Hey,
I was
it's
so
like
fat around that time, literally.
body dysmorphia is a
it's a very
thing.
big. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Look,
Oh my
You still had,
God.
but you look at the back.
Yo,
You
your
look at
body is woo,
yeah,
look at the
yeah.
can't tell her
girl.
nothing. Can't
You
tell
was
her nothing.
eating. Your cousins was hating back in
Oh,
DR, girl. That was straight hate.
hating.
They was
Okay,
mad.
so here we go. Look, I don't even know what year this was. Honestly, I can't even tell you.
Oh my God, yeah, you was so
You,
skinny.
you
Your
was
arms. Can I
pretty
just get the
as hell.
arms back?
I
I
couldn't
want the
recognize
arms
That's
back.
you.
all I want is the arm. But I
The
always had
arms.
like this little like pudge thing there. I don't know why. Like I can't.
That's
That thing
that's
just
your
doesn't go away.
uterus. It's your uterus. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
It's
but
not a
why are you
pudge.
so
That is your
prominent?
uterus.
Right.
Look
Back
it up.
up. Like, why are you just sticking out like that? Like, please. But like, yeah, like
There's nothing there
I
sticking
thought,
out neither, Shelly. Again, body dysmorphia. You see how we're sitting here nitpicking, and it's like we were perfectly fine. We were beautiful
No,
then.
we
We are
were.
beautiful now. It's
period.
literally society. It's social media. It's what we saw. You know, on BET, MTV. It's like what we
Yes.
saw. Like all the things that we saw. Like it was like, all right, you wanted to be skinny in the '90s because the girls were skinny, cute, and natural, no makeup, gorgeous, 10 out of 10. Then we become skinny, and it was like, psych, we want the big voluptuous women. So it was like it's insane. Body dysmorphia is a thing, and I feel like you don't see your value, see your beauty, give yourself grace until you reach a certain age.
Yeah. Because it's like you have to
100%.
kind of accept it. Like it's gonna fluctuate. Like I don't know even now how many times I said I'm gonna go to the gym. Still have not set my foot in there. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm just like, I don't want to go. I don't feel like going, even though I know I have to get back into shape. Even though I know it's like I want to look a certain way by the time like my 35th comes around next year.
Yeah.
But it's just like
35 where?
period.
Where?
Yeah, 35 where? I still get. I'm people still think I'm 27. I'll take it. If you're 27, 26, well, thank you. No, I'm not.
Whatever you say.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm big auntie. You feel me? I'm big auntie. So like it is what it is. But anyway, so the next question. We're almost few more and then we're almost done. This will be on a future episode. But not having children at this point, how has that weight, just specifically, just not having kids, how has that weighed on you? And if you want to talk about anything significant that may have caused you to really just say you can't or you're not wanting, the reasons why you haven't done it. Like, is it because of the partner or is it that you could have done it, but life and health and just things just didn't pan out the way you really saw it to happen?
Well, you guys know mine. I'm very transparent with my fertility struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know I've suffered from multiple miscarriages. And I kind of go back and forth with it. Like I go back and forth with God's purpose. It wasn't in God's timing. It could have been the wrong person. It could have been multiple things. It's a multitude of things.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the religious and spiritual aspect of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the actual science where, I went and I saw all the doctors and I did all the tests and all the research. And you see, I take literally like 15 vitamins a day. You see, I carry it all the time. And Kathy, I gave you all 15 of them, like the list.
I have a lot of vitamins myself, girl.
And I, had to change my lifestyle of what I eat, what I put in my body, what I put on my body, things of that nature. So it's like looking at it from both perspectives is kind of like, all right, I went through the phase of like blaming myself because I chose to eat the things that I ate and stopped working out, or, happy weight in a relationship, gaining weight. I went through that phase. I went through I blame myself for other reasons, or, it's my partner that I was with, or it's a multitude of different things. But I think for me now, it changes every day. It changes for me, and you guys know this, because one minute I'll be like, yeah, I'm good, I don't want that. Like, I'll pass. Then I have my moments where it's like, I do want a baby, I want to be a mom. Then it's also like, you look at the dating pool, and it's like, I don't want to procreate with that. Can I have one by myself? But then you look at the price range in
Oh yeah.
doing this on your own too, because that was brought up, the whole IVF thing, and I had to see a specialist and stuff, and it's like, what, $12,000 to just to try a multitude of drugs, and you're telling me, oh, it might not work. So you could try the natural way, you could try it this way, but either way, you got a 50-50 shot.
Right.
So it's like, it's ask me tomorrow, I'm gonna have a different answer. Like, it's like it just changes.
Just like, okay.
It's like, I don't know what's next. I don't know. I really don't know. But you guys see that, like, I did the inner work so that I could one day be healthy enough to carry a healthy baby and have a healthy pregnancy. I lost the weight. I stopped eating the certain foods. I stopped drinking. I wasn't really going out like that in the first place. But things like that. Like, I took my health serious. So it's like, all right, I did my part. God, we waiting on you now.
Like, when you're ready.
Whenever you're ready, you let me know.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also feel like maybe it happened because I need to be in a different place in my life. I'm constantly thinking about different careers, different ventures, different projects. Do I go back into music? Do I go back into writing? Do I, try the beauty industry? Like, I'm doing this social media stuff. Like, I'm doing so many different things that it's like, okay, maybe something else needs to happen before that. So it's like,
right.
Is the pressure there? Yes, because we have an actual clock.
Yeah.
I feel like it's worse for me, and a lot of other women that know about their fertility issues, which makes it even scarier. But can we do anything about it? No, because financially, who can really afford these things? Unless you have phenomenal health insurance.
Right.
So it's just life. You literally just rolling with the punches. Literally.
Yeah. What about you, Catherine?
It's a mixture of everything. First it was just a partner, having someone reliable. And I was always scared. I saw how my mom was taking care of me as a single mom. And just growing up, I was like, I really don't want to be in a situation like that. She really had to fight for her life until she met my stepdad, eventually in life, when I was like 10. But she was doing 3 jobs, like 3 jobs on her own. We was going apartment from apartment. And my biological father wasn't really helping. He was just there just to be like, I'm her dad, but wouldn't give her money or anything, food, nothing. She had to do it on her own. That was a big part of my decision of waiting, because I was like, I didn't want to go through that at all. And it was scary because you, as a kid, I feel like you remember all those things. Parents be thinking like you don't remember anything, you don't see anything, you don't understand it, but you see those things and they stay with you. And it just made me, I feel like, more cautious of what I was doing when it came to trying to have a kid or not. Like, that made a big difference. So I was always cautious about who I wanted to have a baby with or not. I'm in a place now that I feel like maybe I could try with the person I'm with, but also it's a scary feeling because, the economy, where I want to be in life, there's so much things I want to accomplish in life still. And it's like, I'm still not in a rush, to be honest. And then also dealing with health with PCOS, and the women in my mother's side of the family, they all have the same condition. I have irregular periods. We have fertility issues, and that's a path that is a scary path to encounter, to face as well. I know I might face miscarriages. I'm gonna have difficulties. It happened with all the women in my family, in my mom's side of the family. My mom didn't even think she can have me. She found out she was pregnant with me at 4 months on a whim. They thought she had a stomach virus. Something was wrong, and they were giving her pills for a stomach virus, and ended up figuring out that she was pregnant with me. And literally, it's like you can't even plan when you have PCOS. You can't really plan because it's like you literally got to go with the flow.
Right.
So it's a lot of factors playing into having a kid, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm ready yet. I'm still. There's so much things to think about and question. Like, do I want to face that at this moment in time?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that I even thought about, because I know, like, for the past few years that I've been really like, okay, my main thing for me wanting to have kids is because my parents are getting older, and I want my children to have what I had with my grandmother. I was so young when my grandfather passed away, so I don't even remember him. But the fact that my parents are still here, and I thank God all the time that they're still here, but I also pray for their health because they're getting older, and I see the change. They're not, my mother still moves around, but my father is very much so like, he's an introvert at heart. Like, that man don't want to go nowhere. He wanted to stay in the house, watch football, and call it a day. But them getting older really made me feel like, okay, girl, you have to have a baby. Like, I want my parents to say, grandpa, grandma, that whole thing.
yeah.
But even now, like, with the relationship that I'm in now, he is very much so like, so when can we now? And I'll be having to tell him, like, no, not yet. I need a ring on this finger because
Right.
I didn't wait this
That
whole
part.
time. Really? Like, I did not wait this entire time to just
Be a
say,
baby mother. I don't want to be a baby mother.
Say it. Say it louder.
Let's just do it.
I don't want to be a baby mother.
I don't.
really
I don't want to be a baby
I want
mother.
to be a wife. Hello.
I want to be a wife, and I want us all to have the same last name. I don't want it to just be a, off the whim thing just because I'm ready to have children now.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, yes, I'm ready to have children. Financially, I feel like I need more, but from the parents, people who I know who are parents will say, like, you're never financially ready. You think you are, but you're really not. So if you're mentally ready, if you're emotionally ready, then fine. But for me, it was also a thing too, because I never really had any fertility issues really from what I know. I checked with my doctor to see if I had endometriosis, because y'all know I have cramps that will take me the hell out, and I'm out for like the first day. Not all the time, it happens here and there, but my periods are very regular. I get them once a month. They come around the right time that it says on the app, but even then, it's like I don't know the actual doctor scientific name for it, but my uterus is tilted. So I don't have where your uterus is right in the middle. Mine is shifted to the left.
Okay.
So when I have cramps or I feel any pain, I feel all of my pain on my left side, my left leg, my whole left side is in more pain than I feel anything in my right. So when I asked my doctor about it, she said it's okay. She had a tilted uterus as well before she had her kids. And after she had the kids, it will shift it back. But now it's like, so what do I do? Do I have to sit on my left side and just not move for like 20 seconds? Or is that going to also be a situation where I'm going to have to take something where it will help me to have a child? I don't know. I never really tried it. I never really took it into consideration as much as I'm taking into consideration now, because I have a partner who is emotionally available.
Yeah.
I know that it's going to get hard. He's not going to run. I know that, life is going to life, but he's still going to be there. He's very doting. He's very much so like, what do you want? What do you need? Don't move. I got it. I got it. Don't touch this. I got it. So it's like, you also wanted to wait for that right person to come, because I could have had a kid, 10 years ago? I could have, with the guy I was with for 5.5 years on and off. But ultimately, it wasn't the right person. So I think at this point, I feel like now I'm at a place where this is the right person to actually have a child with. but I do want to do it in the right way because I waited this long. Why am I gonna just say, okay, well,
just to do it?
Yeah, just to do it.
You want to make it special too, like
right.
Want to go through that journey,
right? So to switch it, we're gonna switch from Bibis to something else. Our careers. Do you think it's okay to? Well, first I should say, do any of you feel like you're in the right career that you're supposed to be in? Because I know some, with 30, we're always changing our perspective of everything. So do you feel like in this decade that we're in, that you're in the right career, or do you sometimes fight with starting over if you're not happy where you are right now and feeling established, I guess, as we are supposed to feel in our 30s? Do you feel like where you are right now in your career, that this is it and you're good?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
I have my moments.
I'll third that. No.
I have my moments where I feel appreciated in my job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my moments where I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time while at my job.
Mm-hmm.
I have my moments where I feel like I'm doing something useful for others, whether it's my coworkers or in other individuals.
Associates.
But I feel like me, the person that I am, my spirit is never going to be satisfied in one area ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that. That's why spirit told me I need to sit the F down and figure it out. But too many things interest me. There's too many things I want to do. I want to accomplish. I want to go. I want to see. I want to experience.
Mm-hmm.
And it's career wise, it's hobby wise. It's too many different things for me to just be like, yep, this is it. I'm just kick back and just retire here. No.
Yeah.
I just want to keep learning and evolving in every aspect and everything that I do. I just want to keep growing. And I think that's where the happiness and the comfortability steps into play at this big age.
Right.
Is the continuous still learning yourself, still learning about life, still experiencing new things. And y'all know I'm a introverted extrovert. I like to be with my little peoples and that's it. But I want to do everything. I want to go everywhere. I want to try new things. Like I want to say like, yeah, I did that. Like,
mm-hmm.
And if it scares me, I want to do it even more. Like if I'm scared of something, I'm gonna do that because I'm not gonna be scared of it no more. So it's like it's too many different things. Like I hated public speaking growing up. I hated public speaking, but I was singing on stages and meeting celebrities and singing in front of strangers, right? Okay, so there was that. I hated public speaking in school, in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I still had to do, the speech classes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm teaching. Like it's like I never would have thought this is where I would be in life. And I know me thinking that now, I can only imagine where it's going to take me further. So I'll never be fully satisfied with one level of income, one career, one experience. Like stagnation isn't in my aspera of things at all.
Right. No, I definitely, I mean, y'all know this. I don't know, lately I just been very much so like, this is not it. Like you said, I am very thankful because of where we are right now as a country and how hard it is to get a job, how hard it is to just keep a job, and the way they are just letting you go, bye, thank you for your service. But it's hard to find a job, and I am very grateful for what I have, but I know this is not where it ends. I know this is not where it stops. So that's why, like, I always tell myself, you know what, no matter how much traction this podcast gets, if I get 300 people to listen, or if I only get 2, I'm just going to keep doing it because this is something that I actually enjoy doing, talking about and trying to, get everyone not on the same page, but more of an understanding of each other. That's why I named it The Remedy. So that way we can move forward in understanding each other, but then just coming to the, a conclusion about something. But nonetheless, even that, like going into another career, I was just like, man, listen, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I've tried everything. I've tried to apply for all of this stuff. And I just feel like when it's not meant for you, it's just not meant for you. And sometimes you gotta just leave it alone. Because there'll be people that will tell you like, no, you gotta keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. If this is something that you're really, really into, this is something that you really love and you can't sleep and it's constantly on your mind, fine. But if it's something that you're doing, if it's something that's just not really, I don't know how to put it into words, but if it's just something that's not really for you, you got to let it go. You have to just say, you know what, I tried, I gave it my all, and I tried again, it didn't happen. I tried again, it didn't happen. Maybe it's you're being protected for some reason. Maybe it's just something it's not going to work out right for you in the long run if you continue to go down this direction, especially if you pray about it and you feel yourself shifting into something different, which I felt recently, like, maybe it's just something different I just have to do. So I don't know, career wise, and that sometimes, and it also is not regretting what you didn't do in the past. Because I think we sometimes have that too, where we have our moments of like, shit,
oh yeah,
if I would have just listened back then, if I would have just did this back then, I would not be in this situation right now. I wouldn't be feeling this way right now.
But we also don't know.
Right. That's the thing. We don't know what would have happened.
We don't know
what would have
fortune
happened.
tellers.
That. But
it's letting go what no longer serves you and knowing when to step out of rooms that you no longer want to be, like I said earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That comes in your 30s. In your 20s, you're like, you don't even pay attention to your surroundings that much to realize the rooms that you're in. Or the situations you're putting yourselves in. And it's like, or the people you want to be, associated with is like, huh?
Right.
But in your 30s, like you have a sense of clarity. We might not have all the answers, but the vision, she's crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
Really
crystal clear.
Yeah,
for sure.
What about you, Catherine?
I just feel like right now is like I'm grateful. It's like a lot of gratitude, like you're saying. Like there's a lot of things going on now in the world, and people don't have jobs. People don't have a means to live, to survive, and I'm grateful overall, first and foremost. But at the end of the day, this job doesn't satisfy me at all. It doesn't satisfy me at all. I do the best I can. I love helping people. I try to have, some purpose in it. But I know my story doesn't end here.
Right.
Can I do this for the rest of my life? I cannot do it for the rest of my life. And I share about that. I cannot do that for the rest of my life. And I was like, there's so much hobbies I like to do. The writing, I like painting. I'm an artsy girl. So I like doing all those things. I want to go back to school. I want to learn different things at the end of the day. I'm like I said, it's not the end of the world. You can start over and keep trying and trying and trying and trying again. And I feel like that's the mindset I'm on. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm not going to beat myself up. Because it was like Michelle was saying, like, sometimes you have regrets. Like, why, certain things you're like, I should have done this. I should have done that. And it was like that for me for a long time. I was thinking that way. I'm like, why didn't I listen and did this and this and that? But I'm like, at the end of the day, things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason, and you can't beat yourself up for decisions you make. Like I said, you live when you learn and evolve. But at this point in time, I feel like, there's so much things out there. And there's so many opportunities, and I don't want to hold myself back. Sometimes it be you sometimes holding yourself back. So much opportunities. And I feel like now is like the time to just do whatever you want to do. And start over and try again and just go and lead with your gut.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And things happen for a reason. And I feel like God leads you to where you need to be led to. So I try not to like force things on me or force ideas from other people, knowing it's not for me, and go with my gut. I feel like listening to yourself, and you know what you need to do. You don't have to follow what people are doing. You don't have to be in a race with other people because you got this done a certain time, and you have to go on your own pace at the end of the day. So
Yeah, I think we have that. Yeah, we have that issue.
Because you feel like you're in a time limit for certain things, and I'm just like, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, I think we have that issue, like especially with as millennials, 'cause we're all millennials, where we were told college, graduate, love your life, boom, career. Now you're good, you're set. But now where we're growing up in this everything on the phone, and you can make money just from putting your face on the phone and just keep doing that every day. This is your job. You record something, put it up there, you'll get some type of traction. You have 1 million followers, show your life, show what you're doing, put makeup, doing everything. This has now become a career. And we're now put into that. We're like in the middle. I had this conversation, I think, with my brother, where I'm like, we're stuck, because me and him are both millennials, that we're stuck in this. Do we just do what we see the younger generation doing? Or do we continue going down the route that our parents told us to do? So it's like we're in the middle of, all right, I wanted my 9 to 5, but this is also giving me some money. But I really don't want everybody in my business. But if I show people what I bought, or if I do a little makeup tutorial, or if I do how to do your hair, then I can make some money off of it. So it's like we are in the teetering. I feel like millennials are in that seesaw part in our life where we're not sure which way to go. But like you said, reinventing yourself, I don't think there's no age in reinventing yourself. You can do anything at any time. That there's people I've had conversation with who are in their 50s who said, I gave my life to this career and now I'm going back to be this. Where like you see it even in college. Like there was people who I had classes with who were in their 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And they were like, I'm doing a whole different career shift. And I'm like, now? He's like, yeah. And at first I was like, oh, that's, me being naive, not thinking about it. Like, oh, you wasted all that time. Like, why would you do that? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And here I am. So.
But this is why I feel like we have to do it all.
Yeah.
Whatever interests us. If it piques your interest, as long as it's safe.
Word.
Yes.
Do it.
Word.
Yeah.
Do it. Try it. See what happens. And I definitely understand the perspective of going back and forth with it, because that's where I'm at now. I have, and it's crazy how like I haven't done music in over 10 years. I want to say I stopped around 22, 23. I was just like, this industry wicked, right? But it's always followed me. So it's like, okay, maybe I want to venture into that because it's always been there. It's never fully gone away, right? Then, the whole social media aspect, like social media was big for us too. Like MySpace, Facebook, Skonex, like that was big back then too. And Twitter, I was bigger on those platforms than I am now. But I also had a different mentality then. I thought all that stuff was cool. Now being in my 30s, I'm like, ooh, turn my comments off. Y'all annoying. Like, ooh, who asked for your
comment
opinion?
about everything? Ain't nobody
and
asked
then it's
you.
like me. Y'all know I love to debate. So I want to be.
There's so much people who be talking now. Always have an opinion. Always got something to say.
Whole lot of
worse than ever now.
I had my first viral video, as y'all saw. And I've had 2 others continue to go viral after the fact. And I'm just like, ooh, just don't engage. Don't engage.
Don't ignore it. You have to ignore it.
Because like these people are ignorant too. And it just be like, you know what? It's not your fault. We're gonna blame your mama. It's not your fault.
There's people at home.
So it's hard. It is.
At home, nothing to do.
They unloving
no
themselves.
Purpose, no
just
nothing,
miserable.
No job.
Just
there.
spreading misery is so bad. But I get that. Because that's exactly how I feel. Is like, I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for what I work for. Even though I'm not using my degree, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I graduated with honors. I'm grateful I got a scholarship. Like, I'm grateful for the education that I got. And it's like, I want to go back to school. If I didn't have to pay for financial aid, I would get my PhD right now in a heartbeat. And I've said it for a very long time. Like, if I had a job that was like, listen, we'll pay you to go to school. Give me the money.
Ooh, yes.
Give me the money. I'm going to go to school because I love learning. Like, I love, learning new things regardless of what it is. If it piques my interest, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, but then you see the people that's like dropped out and just doing foolishness on social media and they're multimillionaires. And it's like, oh, okay, do I try that too? But then it's like, you in my business.
Right.
Then it's like, you're pissing me off because you speaking foolishness. So it's like, it's a lot
like stuck in
of
the
back and
middle
forth.
of everything.
Yeah, we are. We're
What to
literally
do,
stuck in the
what
middle.
not
But
to
like,
do.
yeah,
It's
and even
difficult
when we
stuff to do.
had, when we had MySpace and we had Next, we were just using it for fun.
Yeah, it was just
We were
all
on there. You could change the background, add music, do this, do that. We were doing the whole. It was just for fun.
For me, it was
Now,
business.
right now, it's
It
business.
was different.
Now it's
No,
like,
no, it was business back then too for me because that's when I was doing music. I never had like a normal
oh, well, then
MySpace
yeah.
account. I had my music up there. I did my networking. I met people. It was at my Twitter. I had, certain people in my DMs and I was in certain rooms with certain individuals. So it was a business. And I feel like because it transitioned from business then to like personal and fun and my friends and catching up with people you haven't seen in years to then moving it back to business is like, ooh. And people weren't as opinionated back then.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Everybody is hypersensitive and hyper opinionated. You want to give your opinion, that's fine, but you can't be hypersensitive at the same
can't
time.
say nothing to nobody nowadays.
This cancel
Everybody's
culture,
ready to. Yes.
I don't like that. That cancel culture is like, what is going on?
And y'all know I don't think before I speak sometimes. So I be having a.
You gotta
like,
think
why
about what
can't it
you're
be
saying. Like,
yeah, before you say it.
like, what are you saying out there?
There's been so many times I've made like TikTok videos and I'm just like, no, I gotta erase it. I can't say that.
You gotta really look over the videos. Where you saying everything? Like, it's insane.
It's crazy.
And then it's also hard to like, cause we do videos a lot, Shelly, where you do a lot of like serious content, Kathy. Your topics are deep. They give like poetry vibes. I love it though, because it makes you think. Shelly just she has vibes like that, but then she also just be like story time and back and forth and back and forth. So I feel like I try to do content like both, but I feel like for us, our topics are conversations, and you want other people's opinions, but then they start giving them, and it's like you could have just liked the video or just kept it moving, because it's like foolishness. It became a joke. It became a game. Everything is just, I don't know.
I feel like it's COVID's fault because they had so much time in their house and they fucking clean up shit.
Yes.
They got more.
I was making content.
They have to manifest all these aggressions, all these words, doing crazy shit. Like, it's insane. It's scary. We're in a scary time right now. People are so much more aggressive.
People got all the mouth in the world.
You know what it is though? I'm gonna bring it even further back. It's pre-COVID. There was a lot of things that were taken away that were once free. There were a lot of people that were medicated, that were healthy, that were given opportunities in certain programs and things like that, and they were taken away.
Yeah.
So if you know what happens when you go from medicated to not being medicated, you go completely off the rails. Then you also look at society. A lot of people, the younger generation specifically, they were raised in single parent households. Their parents were forced to provide. So therefore, they weren't given the proper attention that was needed. So their issues weren't being diagnosed and noticed at a very early age. Nip it in the butt. They were also raised in a technology era where it's like, oh, he's crying here. Shut up. Here, just take it and be quiet. Be quiet. So they don't understand the word no.
Right.
So now you tell them the word no, and they're going off the rails.
They're killing their own parents.
So it's a lot of that. Whereas with us, it was like, oh, you punish, go to your room. You need to go color a book or read a book.
Something.
Or go to sleep. Oh, you didn't want to eat that? Then you're going to sleep hungry.
Yep.
It was a little bit more discipline for us, in my personal opinion. That's what I see happening with that younger generation. So they're just like ape.
No, it's like crime. Say it now.
Yeah.
It's a crime. They were really.
It's like fighting words. You tell a man no, thank you. When they trying to talk to you, you got to get ready to duck, cover, mace, something,
because they don't want to hear no.
These men be
like I have
to
say no. Politely be. I'm not interested.
They be killing you for saying no.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. It's scary.
Like,
it's really
to
scary.
Point that girls just give out the number just to be safe.
That's it.
You can't say no because you don't know if you're gonna be alive or not at the end of that conversation.
And then I give you the number, then I block you. No, you never will see me.
The news with that guy.
I'm not giving you the number.
The guy with the
as
car,
someone,
the girl with the car and killed her.
Right. Yeah.
For saying
As
no?
someone
For
who
saying no.
Rejecting him?
but this is why I'm saying I'm not giving you the number. I'm not gonna engage. You could call me uppity, this, that. People are delusional. When you give them a little bit of grace
Right.
and you be
Right.
nice to them, they make up
Mhm.
stories and tell people that they're dating you or talking to you
Right.
when they are not. All right. And you see Shelly making a face over there because Shelly's always telling me people in my circle, because I'm not gonna put it just on Shelly, because now we're gonna go there. Because I said I was gonna say this too, because I'm tired. People in my circle are always telling me to let my guard down, be a little bit nicer to people. You know, you don't have to be approachable, because according to others, I'm not approachable. I'm going to stay unapproachable. Okay? Because the man that is going to approach me, the man that's for me, is going to know how to approach me. And we're going to leave it at that. But me being nice to people, Kathy, all right? I'm being nice to people because, you know, I got the angel on my shoulder. No, just be nice. And then, you know, at work, I'm in a different position at work. So, you know, I'm going to treat everybody with grace, with respect, and be friendly.
But
Somebody,
you gotta remember, you're an attractive woman.
yeah,
You're
clearly
gonna
I
have
can't be nice
people
to
on
people
your
because they
ass.
get things misconstrued.
But that's on them. Delulu is fucking Delulu. That got nothing to do with you.
The Lulu about to
You
be
were
a
being
EEO
your authentic
complaint.
self. You was
Yo,
being nice. You was being a friend. Since we're gonna talk about it, you was being nice. You was being very nice to the person, and the person decided that he wanted to have a Delulu moment. Okay, so now I'm gonna embarrass you because why would you do that?
right.
Telling the whole world, oh, I was talking to no,
You wasn't talking to
no.
nobody. Please.
And these men, why are these men princesses now?
Like,
Why do
I
men love to
can't, and
gossip?
it's like,
Let's talk
let
about
me
that. There's a
publicly,
lot of men that
yes,
love to gossip,
yes,
and I
yes.
hate that
It's
shit.
giving,
That shit
it's
is
giving,
so
but
like
that's another reason
what?
why. But you both, God bless, you both are in relationships, healthy relationships, and you're flourishing. You're both very happy, and I'm very, I love to see people in love, and I'm all for relationships, and you know, as long as you're happy, I'm always going to be happy for my friends.
It took a long damn time.
You're touching, exactly, you're touching on a serious topic though, because these men what's out there right now are princesses. Like, they want princess treatment. They go both ways on the low.
It's sad.
It's they got multiple baby mamas. They don't have a primary care physician. They haven't seen a dentist.
Yo,
They don't have, all they have is a birth certificate. They don't even have a high school diploma, a GED. I could keep going. Like,
Hey,
it's so much.
they
That's
expect so
actually the
much
next
from
question.
women.
The next
They
question
Forget
expect so
was
much
how has
career.
the
from women,
dating life been?
and
But okay,
it's
now that we're into
insane.
it, go ahead, continue.
It's
No, that was the
insane.
next question.
Yeah, that was the next question. But that
It's crap. It's like
What was the
I can
question?
go on a
I'm
date
sorry.
with
has
someone.
dating life been?
Oh,
How has dating life been? It's crap. It's crap, and it's funny because I kind of predicted this. Because you guys know I was in a relationship for a decent amount of time. I'm not gonna say a very long time because it looks very minimal to other people's perspectives. But I was in a relationship. That's public knowledge. And I remember saying, like, yo, I'm glad I'm not single, because what the hell is out there, bro? Like, this is preposterous. I was the one in the relationship while the girls were single. You guys know that, right? Okay, cool. So it was like, oh, that's what's happening. And that happened. And now the roles have reversed. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a nun. Just no.
before meeting
Immediately
this
no.
man, it was treacherous.
It's treacherous.
I
It is
was
the Hunger
fighting for
Games.
my life. I was okay. I was accepting, like, I'm gonna be alone for years, and I'm
Exactly.
okay. Cause I was like, if I have to go through another motherfucker who disappoints me and goes behind my back and lies to me over and over, and they have a wife and they have a girlfriend and they have this and they have that, I'm going to freaking kill somebody. So I'm like, I'd rather stay by myself,
Wasting your time.
bro.
Tell you they're gonna do something, go and disappear. They're gonna tell you that,
Bro,
oh, it's nothing, don't worry
Can we
about it.
talk about the unhealed trauma that is spilling over on your significant other? Like, I don't want to just talk about the physical trauma,
these
because,
men don't heal
again,
shit. They
I'll
don't
be
heal
here
at all.
forever.
They never
Been there,
heal.
done that. Did the physical abuse, and that trauma was the
Terrible.
emotional, the narcissism, the what's the
Gaslighting.
ego, the gaslighting, the
Mhm.
lying, and trying to give off this perception of, like,
The emulator
whatever. It's
board
too much.
person,
It's
yeah.
just too much.
is
It's
giving
just
that.
too
Mhm.
much. And I feel like people need to live in their truth, be comfortable in their skin, be
Mhm.
proud of who they are. Like, listen, if you are a gay man, be a gay man. A bisexual man, be a bisexual man. If you are insecure, own those insecurities. If
Mhm.
you know you have childhood trauma, figure out how you can progress in life and let go of the childhood trauma. If
Mhm.
you know you want to be outside, be outside.
Be
But
outside.
be honest
Be honest.
about being
Why
outside.
can't you be
Be
Like
honest?
it's just like the level of transparency just needs to be there. Anybody that's like even contemplating, like there has to be a level of
And I'm
transparency. And when I
so
tell you
tired.
spirit has allowed me to see through these people,
And I'm
I
so
thank it
tired
every day.
of men sitting here saying that women don't want that. Yes, we do. My thing is that they keep saying, "Oh, y'all don't really want that," because the moment that we say that, here y'all go.
No,
That's
you
not
can't
the
benefit no
problem.
more. That's the
No,
That's
problem.
right. That's not
I'm
You
your
can't
problem. You
benefit.
can benefit from it, right? And that's not your problem. If she cannot handle the truth that you're telling her, listen, this is all I want. I want to have sex. I want to have a good time, but I don't want a relationship. I'm seeing you and I'm seeing somebody else, and that's how I see it. That's
literally.
what the man comes and tells you, and let it. That's what it is. But if she's telling you, listen, I want to settle down. I want to have kids. I had my fun. I had this. Stop wasting people's time. Go and find the person who wants to do exactly what it is you want to do. Don't
They
waste
want
my
their cake and eat
time.
it too. That's the problem. They want
Yeah,
their
but like you
cake.
can have that. You can have that with somebody who wants to have that.
Yes.
But
Like
they
it's
don't
not
want
your
that
role.
with that caliber of woman
Well, don't come over here.
or with that individual.
Don't
They
come over.
want it with the
Who
best
didn't
of the
want it?
best to be
That's it.
like, I had that.
I had that. Right. Exactly.
And now look at
Exactly.
you. You ain't got it no more.
You really don't.
And then
You
sometimes
really
you
So
be
what you
having
got?
like
You
you have to
still
curb
ended up with the
yourself.
bottom of the barrel.
And you
The
still have to
same
curb
bottom of the
yourself.
barrels you entertained when you had that.
They're
You
still in
still
the
ended up with the
DMs.
crumbs.
They're
You
still in
still
the
ended up
DMs.
with the community vagina. Don't get me
Right.
started.
Still in Jesus Christ.
That's not what I said.
Still coming back, still hitting you up, still looking at your profile,
Oh God, the fake
Oh,
account, the
still
text
the fake
messages.
accounts, the I miss you. I know.
I know you
Like
do miss me. It's okay.
it's okay. I would miss me too.
I'd miss me too. Exactly.
Like
Clap
I
that.
miss me too. Like I understand. I get it. But it's so like, and I guess
It's
before
disheartening
it is,
as
and
a
before
single woman.
meeting,
As a single woman, it's disheartening. It's like
mhm,
I want to be in my feminine era and I want to flourish and I want all the cutesy things, but it's like y'all just a bunch of bitches.
mhm.
And they want people to be
But
submissive.
that'd be with a woman if that's what I'm gonna do.
They want women to be submissive automatically. That's
Automatically.
Para carajo.
you
Submissive.
earn things.
You
You're
bitch.
not given things. You have to
You
earn
want
things
they
to
want to
be
act like
capable.
women, but they don't want to submit like they want their women to submit
But
to.
that's
Get
what
out
I
of
be
here.
telling them. Like, if you want a woman to do all, we're submissive by nature, but the thing is, we're not going to do it when you're not giving
Until
me
we
no
feel
reason to
safe.
do it.
It's safety. It's
Right.
safety. For me, it's
I don't
safety.
feel,
If
yeah,
I feel
they don't
safe,
feel safe around you. Hello.
Then I'll do it.
by all means, you will get the feminine. Like I said, I was already raised to take care of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Same.
It's not that I don't
You
know how to
earn
do it.
But
those
It's
we
that
things.
know
I'm
how
not
to
going to
do it.
do it.
Right.
Those things are earned.
Right.
Exactly. You have to
Right.
be deserving of it.
We're not going to just do it because even at meeting him, it was the same thing. And mind you, I wasn't looking. Amanda knows. I wasn't looking. I was chilling, especially after that last mother year. After him, I was not looking at all because he did the one before him did the whole, and we weren't even together. We were just dating. Did the disappearing act. Would constantly sit here and say, "Oh, it's not true." Like it's just, we'll come up with all these other fucking excuses. And then to disappear around my time from where we're supposed to go away from my birthday, then you just automatically disappear. That sent me to a whole nother level. Like, all right, you know what? I'm good. I own my side of it. Like, listen, I should have not talked to you anymore after I seen you do it the first fucking time. So I owned up to my shit. But now it's like you still looking at my shit. You still want to know what's going on. You still want to don't send me nothing. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me nothing. I don't know you. You don't know me. And that's how I'm going to go about it. But I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
This one came around and he was very quiet. He ain't say nothing. He was just watching. I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to date. And mind you, I was getting offers. Let me take you out. Let me do this. Let me take care of you. And I'm good. Like and it wasn't because of the last guy. It was just, I was sticking and standing on what it is that I wanted.
Yeah.
If you can't come to me with the shit that I want, then there's nothing for us to
That's
talk
it.
about. And one of the top things was emotional stability and understanding that you can understand your own feelings, and you could also be very. I needed the doting and the care because I constantly give. I'm a giver. I give, I give, I give emotionally. What do you need? I got you. What happened? This and that. Like, call me. What happened? I'm very much so that. So I need you to do the same thing in return.
Yeah.
And when I saw him doing it, even when we were just dating and we weren't even together, it was like, okay, he's doing it without me saying anything. Very good. This is points. But yeah, it's like even prior to him, it was just disgusting. Like, if everybody would just be honest with where they are in life, you could, all of this can just, it would stop. It would stop. But you can't blame it on just one person or one set of, like, guys can't just blame it on girls and girls can't just blame it on guys. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Take accountability for what you're doing. Because if you're not being honest with yourself, you're definitely not going to be honest with me. You're not going to be honest about anything that happens with you in regards to us. It's shit. The dating pool is definitely shit. I will definitely say that. It is there. So how have your friendships shift as you've gotten older?
Barely there. Barely friends.
You there? You think your circle is way smaller now than what it was back then?
Yes, it definitely changed a lot. There's less people. I just feel like you outgrow people. You outgrow, you change. You don't like the same things anymore. Things happen to you in life. You have to change. Your mindset change. Your whole life changes. And, and then you just move on from that and you just try. Sometimes people you just meet, you get along with them more than people that have been in your life for years. I had a year friendships for like 10 years, 12 years, and we don't have those type of friendships anymore. And that's just what happens. Life happens. After my dad passed, I had to cut off a lot of people because they didn't understand. I was grieving. I was just being my mom. They was wanting to go out partying, do this, do that. And I'm just like, yo, this is not where I am anymore. I have to focus and lock in, make sure there's a roof over my head, make sure I'm there for my mother, make sure I'm there for myself and healing. Like at the end of the day, like, and those, when I feel like when you experience grief and when you lose people, especially a parent, your whole life changes, your whole perspective changes. I don't care for much friends. I don't care to be in a clique. I never cared to fit in. I do not care whatsoever. I don't care. If you're not there for me, that's fine. We can be cordial. I'm not bitter with it either. Like if we went our separate ways, we went our separate ways. I'm still gonna say hi to you on the street. How are you? How's your mom? Like I'm still gonna be respectful towards you at the end of the day. I don't want to hate nobody. I have no hate in my heart. But at the end of the day, I feel like now being at this age, I know that a friendship, I feel like you don't have to be there all the time, but at least check up here and there. Go out once in a while. Because at the end of the day, I understand. Things happen. Things happen. You're not always going to be there. There was times that I did too much as a friend. I did too much for years. And I was like, I got so drained. I was like, yo, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm really not. And I was like, I need the energy reciprocated. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to be hunting you down. Like, I'm not forcing anything on anybody. I feel like human interaction should be natural. If it's not for us, it's not for us, and that's fine. At the end of the day, we meet people every day, all the time. So you never know who you're gonna be close to 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. You don't know. So that's why I just go with the flow now. And whoever is in my life is really important because I don't let people in my life like that in general.
Yeah.
It's that part, like since I was in my mid-20s when I lost my dad, my whole mindset changed when it came to friendship. And I feel like that's when you learn who is your true friend. When you're grieving, when your finances, like when shit hits the fence, that's when you know. And I'm very cautious about who I let in my life or who I cut off and whoever. And
no, that's true. And I think like that was the other part was, do you feel more isolated or more intentional with your circle in your 30s? So you kind of you did touch on that about being intentional, because even now for me, I had to let a lot of friends go, a lot of high school friends that I was really close with. A best friend who I thought we was gonna be best friends forever, but that had to let that go too, because just life went different for us. Our paths just went different. But then also what really made me look, to some people, not that many, but to some people, around my 30th birthday was like a big milestone. And giving people enough time to, like, you know, come with me to Jamaica and celebrate. I only had one friend that came. One. Out of the ones that I was closest with, only one came. Mm-hmm. There was only a few that I could give okays to because they were parents, you know, they had things to do with their kids, no problem. But there was only literally a few of them that I could have just been like, you know what, it's cool. Like, I understand why it wasn't a thing. But even then, after my 30th, it was just like I started to see that like I said before, I'm a giver. I'm the person that's going to call and check up on you. I don't go out all the time. Sometimes I have my social battery just be all the way down. And mainly because I've done the whole partying thing. Like, I was in the parties Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go to work the next day. Like, I would go home, get 2 hours of sleep, or even at no sleep, take a shower, go straight to school. I was always that person already. And I don't care to be that or do that now, where maybe we're looking on a calendar. When can we all meet up? Does this time work? Let's go after work while I'm still up. I might need a nap. So it's like there's certain things that right. Like, there's just certain things that will change as far as where I'm at. And if, you know, with a lot of those people that I had to let go of, we were just in two different worlds and two different spaces. And I felt like there was nothing wrong with it. But when I feel like I'm the one that's constantly having to reach out to you, when I'm constantly having to find out, are you okay? What's on your mental? What's happening with you? And I'm not getting that in return. That doesn't sit right with me. It feels like I'm the only one that cares about this friendship. I think I have one friend. Yeah, I have only one friend. I've known her since 6th grade. And when me getting into the job that we're all in now happened, and she realized that my schedule had to shift, I wasn't going out with her as much as I used to, or I wasn't going to be around as much as I used to. I feel like, was the only one that really understood it. And there's probably two other ones who understand it as well. But her being my longest friendship since 6th grade, I've known her. Her sons are my godsons. So it's like, he gets it. And every time we hang out, every time we see each other, it's like nothing. We never missed a beat. Like, everything just goes right back to what it was. But there are those that I had to let go of when it felt like I'm the only one that's trying to keep this relationship going. I'm the only one that wants to keep this friendship alive. I just had to just be okay with it and just say, you know what? Like, now I have a good circle. Like, now I have a circle where I have intentional women who want the same things as I want, but also are growing as much as I'm growing. They're not stagnant. They don't want to just stay in one place. They want to, you know, maneuver, and they want to grow in whatever aspect that is. And you have to have people like that around you, because if you don't, you're going to end up like them. You're going to end up in the same space, doing the same shit. You're going to be unhappy. God knows what else could happen. And yeah, my circle is very, y'all invited to my wedding when it happened. So, you know.
Bitch, I'm going to know about it before.
All right.
I'm going to know about everything. I'm going to be the one taking you to get your nails done. I'm going to be picking your engagement outfit. I'm going to be there.
You're telling me already what's going to happen.
10 out of 10. I need to be there. You need to have the dress that you want, the nails that you want.
Like, I know this is going to be an event. This is going to be an event.
It really is.
I can't wait.
Forget about it. With the both of them. Because if you think Michelle is the meal, we're not going to talk about that right now. It's a different episode for a different time. But I wanna piggyback off of what both of you guys said.
Yeah.
For me, it was a little bit different because I stopped being friends with my longest friendship in my early mid-20s. And when I say longest, that was my friend since kindergarten till I was like maybe, I don't know, 22, 23. And I feel like after losing that friendship, it was like every other friendship after that, I really didn't like. If I lost it, I lost it. I didn't care. It was also too, again, with the, you know, you are progressing in life. You want to see others progress in life, but some people don't want to progress. They're stagnant. They want to stay there. They want to be a product of their environment. They want to be a statistic, so on and so forth. So you have to remove yourself from those types of environments. I've had that as well. I've also had the friendship where not only am I the only one reaching out, but I'm the only one that's stable. So it's like I became a clutch, a bank account, only called upon when you need something,
Right.
whether it's emotional support, mental support, financial support, a ride. I became that friend. So it was like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me either. Um, I've also dealt with, a lot of the friends that you thought were your friends and they weren't your friends and they did some shady stuff behind your back. So it's like Michelle could tell you, I'm that friend. If you invite me somewhere, my next question is who's going? Because
Right.
I don't want to be around certain people. Like I just don't. I'm not a fake
I don't blame
individual.
you. I don't blame
I'm
you.
not a fake individual. It's very hard for me to fake anything. So and I'm very big on energy. And if I can pick up on that fake, fraudulent, phony energy, I don't want to be around it. If I don't have to be, I'm not going to be.
Mhm.
And there's been plenty of times, Michelle could tell you, we'll be doing something or she wants to do something and she's like, oh, and I'm like, never mind, yeah, have fun. I'm not for it. I'm not for it. I want to be around one, the people that I know, if God forbid something happen, we gonna ride. That's one. Number two, I have lost the closest relationships to me, and those were family members, and I've seen them switch. I've seen that there were family members that like had a personal perception of you or vendetta against you or ill feelings, and it took one small thing for it to finally come out. I'm good. I'm good. And I also think it comes from, my dad. My whole life, I watched my dad cut his family off. Toxic is toxic. I'm good. So to see that, it was like, what's a friend? Like, you really got to mean something to me for me to consider you a friend.
Yes.
Because I've seen family switch. I've cut family off. I've been cut off by family. Like, it's just, it's sad, but it's, I'm not going to make things work just because we were related or we were raised together or I've known you my whole life. Disrespect is disrespect, and I'm not going to allow anybody to disrespect me more than once. I'm not in the field of mending bonds that were broken. They were broken for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's me now in my 30s. Me in my 20s, oh, forget about it. Oh, I wanted everybody to kumbaya, get along, one big happy family. Now, God bless you. I wish you the best. I pray for you, which I genuinely do. Even the friends that I'm no longer friends with, I genuinely have prayers for them. Even the ones that I know might not wish me the same,
Mhm.
but I'm good. What for? This no longer serves you. It no longer serves me. Toxic is toxic, whether they're family or not. It's just not conducive. So why try?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel
Yeah.
like that too, especially with family, because family is like, if I feel like I have to do my, the most, trying to like just get us to like meet up or hang out or just call me. And I feel like I'm constantly giving and I'm constantly doing. I told my mother that a while ago because she was very sad. Like, me and my cousins were not the closest, especially the cousins that basically helped raise me. We were not the close, like the one that did my hair all the time and the one like that's literally my blood cousin from my father's side. It's like we're not close at all. So it's like she's like, oh, I want you guys to, just call and see. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. How many times did I have to sit here and call and ask questions and when can we meet up and how many times am I going to put a hand out, let's talk, let's do something
Mhm.
for you to keep telling
And
me.
they're not receptive, nor do they give you the same treatment back.
They
Like,
don't even answer.
well, when I threw this party for my mom, my mom, she wanted a party for her birthday. It wasn't even like a significant, like 50, 55. No, she just really wanted a party. So we said, all right. And my mom does not party. So we had to seize the moment. So we really made this party happen and it was beautiful. And we spent so much money and we spent so much time, photographers, cake, like the venue. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
None of my family showed up.
Mhm.
It was a venue full of like 10 friends. Do you know how I can hold a grudge? I'm really trying not to because it's not in the Bible. But that right there, that's gonna stay there. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
mom. This
yeah,
ain't, oh, you didn't show up to my birthday party. No, that's my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My
right,
mom who showed up for every single body.
right.
My mom who has been there in thick, thin, funeral, financial situations, health situations. She has been there. And for that not to be receptive, like, oh, listen.
I would have been so upset, bro. Oh my god.
That's how I
So
felt.
it's certain things that it's just like, and that's family.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
it's
be your
like
own
a
family.
friend,
It be your own family, bro. I
I'm
swear to
good.
God.
Like a friend,
Thank
you're
you.
like, what am I for?
Even
I
their
done went through
40th
this.
anniversary. Their 40th anniversary was so many. I can't. I'm not gonna make it. I can't do this. I can't do that. And it's like, but then the following week you're on vacation.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's
So
just excuses.
what do you mean? And I definitely said something. And I told my mother told something to people that she felt it felt away. My father isn't really much of a controversial. He don't care. Like it is what it is with him. But I
Mhm.
know deep down it bothers him. And I
Yeah.
made sure I let the people on his side know because he mentioned it. Like he subtly mentioned it. And I let them know, like, you should have been there. Oh, but I had no, you didn't. Enough. You were good. You didn't have to do any of that.
It's
So
different.
no more
And I
questions.
feel like, go ahead.
And then we will be done because this did drag out longer than. But I like when it drags out. It's actually
Yeah.
kind of fun. So actually, we do one because this can be the same question. So if the weight of 30 could be transformed into the gift of 30, what would that look like, and what would you tell the girls in their 20s what they have to look forward to about the gift of 30?
You want me to be honest?
Yes, be
You
honest.
gotta be honest,
So,
transparent.
because the way that I'm seeing it and the way that I'm thinking is like, I'm thinking, how would I tell my little sister that? And it would be like, fuck it.
Yes.
It's a level of like, who cares
Who
in
gives a
your
fuck?
30s?
Mhm.
Like, it's a level of clarity. Like, just do it. As long as you're not in danger, just do it. Who cares? Screw them.
Enjoy yourself.
Like, it is what it is.
Enjoy life.
Do
Don't take
you
life for granted. Don't waste your
Mhm.
20s
live
nitpicking
your life?
everything all the time. Nitpicking,
Serious.
nitpicking,
Like, no,
nitpicking,
because
and not being in the moment.
Yeah,
Give
that's
yep,
yourself
be in the
grace.
moment, live your life,
Give
and
yourself
know that
grace.
there's just
That's
nothing but more clarity
as
as
you
you
get
get
older.
older.
Yep.
You're just like, the veils have lifted. Anybody that was hiding behind a mask,
Mm-hmm.
or that wished you any ill will, or that really, what the veils have lifted. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
like that shit comes off after 30. It's like, oh,
you
I
see
see
everything
you
for what it is.
and all
Mm-hmm.
your wickedness.
You understand
Mm-mm.
more about life, about family, about friends. You'll see
Just do
everything
you.
how it is.
Yeah, and things are gonna change. You're gonna change,
You're
and
always
it's
gonna
okay.
change, no matter how
Yeah.
old you are.
Mm-hmm.
At 30, you're gonna
And
change.
we are not gonna have the answers at 30.
We're not.
You're not
We're
gonna have
not
it
gonna have
figured
them
out.
at 40. We're not gonna have them at 50.
Nope. And you're gonna keep redefining yourself. You're not gonna. There's gonna be
And
more stuff
reinventing.
that you want to do. There's gonna be more that you want to change, or maybe not. You may not like this anymore. You may want that more. So it just happens. And every decade, you talk to other people. They're like, it just gets better and better. It does, because 20s is like where you change it. I think our 20s just was so long, and it was just so much fun and so much I don't give a. Like
Yeah.
you wasn't paying attention to like until you hit the 30. Like, okay, wait, hold on. I gotta slow down. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta consider that. Let me not do this. Okay, but this is happening. It's frightening, but it's
Reflection.
right. It's frightening, but it's definitely like, yeah, I like you're gonna learn so much about yourself. You're gonna learn so much about people, and it is what it is. Like, just take it. And we're not
And
old.
give yourself grace.
We're young
We're
beings.
still young. Stop
Yes.
calling me old.
We have to give ourselves grace. And
That's
that's something I
Love,
would want the
love
younger
some of us.
women in their 20s to know, that you have to give yourself grace.
mhm,
And that's also why, like, my Instagram name is that. Yes, that's my middle name, but it's like, it's an inevitable grace. Like, you have to give
mhm,
yourself grace. Like, that's it.
too.
and it comes with life. Stop beating yourself up. Exactly.
You're gonna learn. You're gonna fail. You're gonna go broke. You're gonna have a lot of money. You're
And
gonna
stop focusing on social media all the time and comparing your
Mhm.
life to everyone.
Yeah,
Stop.
absolutely.
But thanks,
It's all a
girls.
facade.
It was so much fun.
Yes,
First
that's right.
episode of the
I had
series.
a great time.
This was so
Yes,
good. And if y'all want to be
I
on,
can't wait for the next one. Yep, that's where I was going. I can't wait
I'm
for the
gonna
next
send
one.
y'all the other
Run it
episodes
up.
so y'all can pick which ones y'all want to be on. We'll try to do it in person. If we can't do it in person, we'll do this again. It's not a big deal. But we'll see what happens. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye, y'all.
I want to work on the in-person one. Sorry, guys, because
Yeah.
I'm about to go study now. So,
Okay. Do your studies early.
Right.
all right.
All
Thanks
right,
for
y'all.
See you,
joining us,
girls.
Michelle.
Have a good one,
Have
guys.
a good night, guys.
Good
Bye.
night.
So if you guys like this episode, please stay tuned for more. There will be other episodes for this series. I thank you guys for listening. I thank you guys for watching.